Birkin. Another Birkin. But what makes these two Birkins different? And what small feature about them divides the Hermes collector community?
Hey boo, how are you? So my name is Shantae and I'm so happy you're here. So on my channel, we talk about running, lots of Bath and Body Works, a lot of Bath and Body Works. We love Bath and Body Works. And then we also talk about reading, and this is a reading content video. So if the algorithm has brought you here, you're gonna love it here, and you're gonna love the topic we're talking about because it's very simple. I'm gonna keep it cut and dry. I'm gonna also keep it a book and tell you the differences that I have found between a Nook and a Kindle. So I actually own two Kindles. One of them is the basic reader, and I keep that one in my purse. It's pretty cool. It's actually the kids version, but if you know that you can use the kids version for adults. You just log out the kids account and log into your own, and it has all of the same functions as a Kindle. And so I actually have the Paperwhite, which I have done the same. So this is a kids Paperwhite, and I have the new Nook Glowlight 4E. So for all intents and purposes, let's get into reviewing these devices and going over the major differences so I can help you decide whether you should get a Kindle or a Nook. I took some notes, so I have some notes over here. So you'll see me kind of looking back and forth at my notes so that I can help talk about this. So the first one I am going to talk about between the Kindle Paperwhite and the Nook Glowlight 4E. For all intents and purposes, these two devices are the most similar and are the most comparable. So I wouldn't compare this to a basic, and I wouldn't compare this to a Oasis because they're not the comparable or like devices. When we're thinking about e-readers, we want to go apples to apples. So I wouldn't be comparing the Kindle Fire to this because they're two totally different lanes. So the first thing is the obvious, which is the size. This is the Kindle Paperwhite and this is the Nook. And you can see the difference in the size here. So the Kindle Paperwhite, it is 6.9 inches by 4.9 by 0.32 inches, and it is 7.3 ounces, whereas the Nook is 4.8 by 6.2 by 0.2 inches and weighs only 6 ounces. So for all intents and purposes, the Nook is substantially lighter and substantially smaller as well. Other things, when we look at the aesthetics, I want you all, I don't know if it conveys, but on the screen, it's not as shiny as on the Paperwhite. So the Paperwhite, like, it could glare. Like, depending on where you are, you will see a bit glare, whereas the Nook, it is minimal because of the way the screen display. Both of them have e-ink, so the wear and tear on your eyes are very minimal when it comes to reading on an e-reader compared to reading on a like iPad or like a computer screen or your phone or anything like that. So the biggest thing is let's start with the Nook. So I'm going to put some video up of me navigating the Nook. For when we look at the aesthetics in the overlay, this is pretty much what it looks like. Now, keep in mind, I haven't spent too much time really digging into my settings and going back and forth on it, but this is pretty much what it looks like. It's pretty cut and dry. There's the books that you own, and that's it. Whereas the Kindle, the biggest thing is when you buy the Kindle, you have to buy it without the ads so that the first thing you see is not an ad when you pop up. So on my small Kindle, my purse Kindle, like, I didn't buy it without the ads because I didn't want to. So when I unslide it, it automatically recommends me to buy something. And if you're okay with that, it takes like 0.0 seconds to swipe away. But if you're not, then that could be like a deal breaker for you. So again, this is the kids Kindle. So since it's the kids Kindle, it does come without ads. So when I look at it, this is what my interface looks like. Keep in mind, I have been a Kindle reader for about 15 years. I started out with a Fire, and all of my books has transferred over. So I literally have hundreds of books here, whereas I just got this one in the month, I want to say, of February. So I only have 10 or so books. So I would say, based on the display, of course my Kindle decides to update. Based on the display, the Kindle is a lot more crisp. I don't know if you can see that. Like, it's a lot more crisp, and the visuals seem to be a little better, which is helpful if you are reading manga or things like that. Me personally, I don't read a lot of manga, if at all, but so the difference in the visuals between these two devices are so minimal. Like, I really didn't care. So let's talk about the usage. Okay, so more things of the interface. We talked about the size. We talked about the interface. Let's talk about the usage. The biggest thing that the Nook has that the Kindle doesn't have is clicking. I have carpal tunnel, and so swiping with my thumb when I'm trying to read it is hard. Like, after a while, like, this all gets very sore on me. So with the Kindle, I actually purchased like this little device thingy that you put on your device, and it comes with a clicker, and it allows you to click back and from pages back and forth. You can click forward, but you can't click backwards. The Oasis does have buttons on the side that lets you click, but the Kindle does not. And the Oasis is upward to $300. And it's something in my soul that just won't let me pay $300 for an e-reader. I don't know. So I don't like that. So I kind of have to carry accessories with me when it comes to my Kindle, because just scrolling can be a bit hard. On the Nook, that is not a thing. When you click on your books, well, first of all, your home button is here, okay, which is a banger, because I miss the old Apple iPhone where the home button was a clickable button, because it gives you some type of satisfaction in knowing that you have done it. Like, it's almost like it's showing your body that you have done it. I don't know, but it's irrational. So the other big thing is that you have clickable buttons on both sides. So if you are left-handed, you can click going forward with this top button, or you can go backwards with the bottom button. And that is the biggest game changer between these two devices, if you're gonna ask me. So for example, if I want to go to the next page, all I gotta do is click. And if I want to go backwards, I just click that bottom button. It makes it so much more accessible to you if using the swipe just doesn't work for you, or having to carry around accessories for your device doesn't work for you. So that is the biggest plus of the Nook versus the Kindle. The next plus that the Nook has is that obviously you have access to the Google Play Store, whereas Kindle, you only have access to the Kindle Amazon world, which can be a plus or a minus, and we'll get into that. So with the Google Play Store, I'm told you can download apps that allow you to borrow from your library, but that brings me into the biggest plus that the Kindle has over the Nook. So with the Kindle, you can hook this up to your library app called Libby, and you have access to ebooks that your library have, and you can literally borrow them and read them on your Kindle. You just have to download them once, and then they automatically go back when the loan is set. And when I say that's how in the last 5-ish years, that's how I've read hundreds of books. That's literally how I've read hundreds of books. I'm told that you can download something on the Nook Google Play Store so that you can be able to do that, but I have yet to figure it out. I just know, and I ain't really looking, so let's get that clear. I just know that the Kindle like literally holding the spot when it comes to being able to download and consume library books and PDFs. I know that I can get PDFs on here. I don't like to read books in PDF. And I'm not really sure about the Nook. So if you're watching this and you know, let us know in the comments. A biggest banger is Kindle Unlimited for some people. So I do have Kindle Unlimited. I have been a subscriber to Kindle Unlimited since COVID. That's when I decided that I needed to do it. So I was like 2020. And if you're not familiar, Kindle Unlimited is a subscription service where you can get access to thousands of books and audiobooks and even magazines and other content and media under your fee, which is now climbed to $11.99. And I've been using it. I'm like averaging like 2 books a month, but it's really nice to have because you do find some good books on there. The Nook doesn't have that because it is linked in with Barnes and Noble, but what Barnes and Noble does do is they give you a free book every Sunday. So if you're all into just reading different types of books, they give you a free book. It's up to you if you want to download it or not. What I do like about Kindle Unlimited is that you have like a plethora of different types of books and you can read them at your own time. Barnes and Noble, once you get them, you own them, but you do have to return the Kindle Unlimited books. The thing that's the same is that both of them have ebooks on sale. That's how I get hung up. But the spoiler alert is that if it's on sale on Amazon, it's on sale on Barnes and Noble. It's for the same price. So I noticed that when I was trying to decide if I'm going to buy a book on my Nook or if I'm going to buy a book on my Kindle, and I see that the sales are the same. On the Kindle however, there is access to tons of indie authors who independently publish on Amazon, and you don't have that on the Nook. Everybody is traditionally published, which can be a bummer if you are a person like myself who try to read a lot of indie authors. Other things are that I think I mentioned that the Nook is a lot more laggy than the Kindle, so keep that in mind. The thing is that with the Nook, the older models are now discontinued. In April, they discontinue all the older models so that people can buy the newer models. What I do like about the newer model of the Nook versus the Kindle is that once you purchase your Nook, you get 1 year of a membership at Barnes and Noble for free, and you get like coupons and things like that. And should you want to upgrade your device, you have coupons. Whereas this one, you have to trade this one in. You don't have to trade this one in. You just have to input your serial number to be able to upgrade. So I do feel like Barnes and Noble, being a bookseller, they're doing what they can to keep their audience, but they're not giving us too much fluff and frills. But just keep in mind, if you got an older Nook, you're going to have to upgrade to have access to any new books going forward. You'll have access to your older books going forward. That is my comparison of both the Kindle Paperwhite and the Nook. If you are on the fence on which one you should get, they're about the same price. So this one is going to start you at $119. This one is going to start you at $114. You can use gift cards because a lot of people give a lot of Barnes and Noble gift cards, and you will get your membership covered for you for another year. So you can take $40 off, and you'll get stars, which will equate to about $10 worth of rewards on your Barnes & Noble account. So that's a good thing. Whereas the Kindle, you have all different types of hacks. You can buy, they're everywhere. You can buy them on Facebook Marketplace or that type of deal. So if I had to say which one I would choose, I probably would choose the Kindle Paperwhite. But I like my Nook too. I like the size, I like the portability, and I like the accessibility with the clicking, and I like that it's no frills, like, and no fluff. Like, it is what it is. This is a great device for like a Father's Day gift, like for a man. Like, so if I wanted to get my husband an e-reader, I would definitely get him this as an e-reader, because it is what it is. Like, you don't have to have accessories and things like that. Oh, and speaking of accessories, the Kindle does take the cake for accessories. You cannot buy a clear case for your Nook. The cases are ugly, whereas with the Kindle, you can get a clear case, get some cute little stickers or whatever. So we're still waiting on a seller to make some cute clear cases for us girlies who like to put stickers. But right now, all my devices are bare because that's how I kind of want them. So yeah, this one is no frills, no fluff, just e-reading books. Does have a little bit of lag. You're stuck on the Barnes and Noble's world, but it's a good device, especially for this accessibility. This one is for the person who reads lots of ranges, wants to be able to read indie, interested in Kindle Unlimited, and you just are into the Amazon verse. So yeah, I don't know, just get both. Love you, bye.